On a clear day in August 1944, an Allied air reconnaissance plane flew over southern Poland. Its mission? To photograph a new Nazi chemical plant. But when they were developed, the aerial photographs showed more than just the Nazi factory. Purely by accident, the aircraft had taken photographs of another complex 7 kilometers away. It was the Nazis' most evil extermination camp of them all. Auschwitz. The true horror of genocide is captured here. A train has just arrived. The SS guards are selecting fit prisoners to be tattooed with a number and sent to work in the camp. The others, the old, the young, and the weak, are sent straight to the gas chambers and then burnt in one of 5 crematoria, clearly seen here. One moment captured on a photograph, but 1 second within 3 years of continuous killing. But by a tragic irony, these photographs were never analyzed during the war. They were filed away. They now make up a unique collection of forgotten evidence of Auschwitz. Today, these photographs pose some awkward questions. If an Allied aircraft could take photographs this clear, why couldn't Auschwitz be bombed? Or why couldn't they bomb the railways leading to the death camp? What did the Allies know about Auschwitz? Why didn't they do something to stop the killing?
By the summer of 1944, the British government knew that Auschwitz was a place of mass murder. Why, given this information, didn't the Allies act sooner? And why, specifically, didn't they bomb Auschwitz?
It's heartbreaking that they didn't. They knew there were gas chambers there. Why didn't they do it?
Gathering intelligence about the Nazi state was a crucial part of the Allied war effort. Information on Nazi atrocities in occupied Europe increased throughout the early years of the war. Reports from Jewish organizations and the Polish underground told of brutal anti-Semitic measures and the segregation of Jews into ghettos. In July 1941, intercepted and decrypted German Enigma codes revealed that Nazi terror had turned into mass murder in the Soviet Union. SS execution squads, known as Einsatzgruppen, were rounding up and shooting Jews and communists. From May 1942, and deported to unknown destinations in the East.
Thousands are being packed into open lorries. About 1.5 million Jews have simply disappeared altogether. No one knows how or where.
Then, on the 10th of August, 1942, the Foreign Office received a telegram from Gerhard Riegner, of the World Jewish Congress. Based on a report smuggled out of Germany, it revealed Nazi plans for the total annihilation of the Jewish people. Extermination at one blow. It was the first report to reach the West of a systematic policy of extermination. What the Nazis called the final solution.
By the time the Regner report reaches London, the British government, but they simply could not believe that Jews were being deported from all over Europe to places in the East simply in order to be murdered. This was something that beggared the imagination. You had to stop being human to believe that such a thing was possible.
The Jews were being killed by the Nazis, and it was, to stop this, you had to stop Nazi Germany by destroying it. It's as simple as that. And that was what the Allies were trying to do and did very successfully.
The rejection of the appeals to bomb Auschwitz was a practical military decision. But the overwhelming moral case for action was simply ignored by the Allied decision makers.
Many of them in the British intelligence, in the American Air Force, and the British government sincerely believed that the best way to save the Jews would be to defeat the Germans, and that any deviation from that task would be a betrayal. They simply lacked the imagination, as well as, for a long time, the information, to understand that each day that passed, thousands of Jews were being murdered in the camp, and that any excuse for not acting, however well-intentioned, condemned those thousands of people to death.
In Birkenau, I had a dream, and in the dream I was searching for my wife and child. Thousands of people all over I was, asking, looking, and I couldn't find them. And then I said to myself in my dream, I'll give up. They're dead, I can't find them. I don't want to go on now.
Leon survived the death march from Auschwitz. He was liberated from Buchenwald camp in April 1945. The following year, he discovered that his wife and child had been murdered in Auschwitz-Birkenau. Probably on the very day they had arrived.